Hi everyone, welcome back our next session, Geography, lesson number 12, part 2. In the last part, we have learned about tourism, types of tourism, mainly domestic tourism and international tourism. And we have which all are the major tourist places in our country. And today we are going to learn about mainly the importance of tourism and the new forms of tourism, etc. and how tourism is playing an important role for the development of a country. So first we are going to learn how tourism is helping a country. For example, we know that due to tourism, many people are getting jobs, especially the local people, those are living there. When we went for tour, you maybe noticed that a lot of small shops were there. Same manner, the local people are know about mainly about that particular place. So they are acting like a guide, or they are doing their job like guides. That means they are guiding us, giving local information related that particular region or the area. So through that, many number of people are getting lot of job opportunities. Same manner, other services are also developing. Why? Because we know that tourism, it is a service. So it is coming under service sector. What is service sector? Means the tertiary sector. In tertiary sector, all the services, the people, those who are doing the services, all the services will be considered in the tertiary sector. So in that sense, tourism is also a tertiary activity. So here, a lot of people are getting the job opportunities like shops, then small markets are emerging because of these small shops, and same manner like guides and hotel, like a lot of services are also including in this activity, tourism activity. So from that we can understand that tourism is providing lot of employment opportunities, and many people are getting job, means their income is increasing, or many people are able to earn the money, and it will be, or it will lead for the development of their family, their state, or the country, or the world. So in that manner, tourism is playing an important role. And next one, it is new form of tourism. For example, ecotourism. So what is ecotourism? You may be heard this word like that, ecotourism. So in this ecotourism, we can understand that it is a nature friendly tourism. Many times I repeatedly told you that if we are moving to a place, what we can see mainly? We can see that the people are going to that place or to visit the place. After that means they are throwing the waste here and there. Sometimes people are not taking care about that place. So it is affecting the natural beauty or its existence. And some are annoying the animals, and some are scribbling on the monuments. So it is affecting the that particular place and the things what are there. So in order to, and same manner, what people are doing mainly, what we all are doing, that means throwing the waste here and there. So it will lead for the destruction of that particular area. So in order to protect that, in order to protect and to preserve it as it is, the government has taken ecotourism. That means nature friendly tourism. That means in order to protect the environment, to avoid the pollution and environment degradation, etc. So what is the new form of tourism? That is eco-friendly tourism. Next one, it is agro-based tourism. So what is agro-tourism? Some people are too much interested to live in a village, pollution free area or noise free area, like that. So in the villages, like that, places are arranged for like this tourist. It is known as agro tourism. So the tourists, those are coming there, they can see the agricultural activities, and they will be able to enjoy the beauty of the village, or they can see and learn how people are living there. Their main aim is to, apart from the urban life, to learn or to see how people are living in the rural area. And they will be very much interested to accept the hospitality of the farmers or the people those are living in the villages. For example, we can take Pune, Kolhapur and all. These all places are famous for this agro-tourism. And next one, it is film tourism. What is film tourism? You may be heard about Mumbai Film City, Ramoji City, Hyderabad and all. That means these all are an example for the film tourism. These all are the locations which is set for the shooting purpose. So there people or the tourists are also allowed to see how these film are shooting and the settings, how they are making there, and what all arrangements are done in this region or this city in the sense that particular place. Like Ramoji City is the name of the film city what is arranged in the Hyderabad. So we can understand how for a film what all sets they are made there. And some people are interested for the scuba diving and snorkeling. Scuba diving and snorkeling people can enjoy, that means they can see what all things are there under the ocean or the water. Snorkeling means surface of the water people can swim. The scuba diving means it is more deeper part people can dive and they can see what all things are there. This is also a type of tourism. And next one, it is importance of tourism development in India. We know that India has wide variety, culture, heritage, diversities, etc. So for us, that means our country has a very good chance for the development in this tourism sector, and our government, both state and central government, is doing lot of activities or projects or the policies for the development of the tourism. So first one, it is tourism and economic development. Which I have already told that tourism will help for the economic development. If a tourist place established, along with that lot of shops, and it will lead for the development of the market, hotels, transportation system, recreation facilities will be developing, and basic infrastructure and employment opportunities will also develop. So it will lead for the development of the economic development. And next one, it is environmental development. Environment will also develop. That means we are through the concentration of the ecotourism, all the facilities such as national park, bird sanctuaries also are developed by the government in order to preserve the nature and the living things, those which all are living there. So tiger reserve center is mainly for the protection of the tiger, and bird sanctuaries only mainly for the protection of the bird sanctuary, that is birds, and through that they want to avoid the extinction of the birds, animals, etc. And again the concept of recycle and reuse is also applied in this type of tourism, and this is also importance for the tourism. Next one, it is tourism and health. Sometimes tourists are coming to avail or to get the facilities of a health. Example like Ayurvedic treatment, yoga, pranayama, etc. are the examples for that. So through these people will be getting more health facilities, and so for that many of the foreign tourists are coming to our country. Next one, it is tourism and social development. So the many people are coming from outside. It will be giving a great chance for that particular areas people to mingle with them. So their social harmony, and again the social development, culture, customs, everything will be developed. And mainly here the people are coming to see and watch or to study about the rural life, tribal life and their cultures. Anandavan project is a big example for this. So tourists are coming to study about the tribal people's life and the rural areas, how people are living, and to study about that one, to research that one, etc. So it leads for the development of a social development. So it leads for the social development. So these all are the main points we learned from this chapter. Now we will see a video.
India has a rich and vibrant culture. The festivals of India are an important part of our culture. These festivals are celebrated differently in different parts of the country. They show the diversity of the Indian culture. In the months of June and July, people come in large numbers to Puri in Odisha to celebrate a remarkable festival. The devotees celebrate the annual journey of Lord Jagannath and other presiding the main temple. Thousands of richly decorated chariots. People from all over the world come to Puri to witness this remarkable procession. Pushkar in Rajasthan is well known for the Pushkar Fair. The 5-day fair is held annually in the months of November and December. It's also one of the largest camel fairs of the world. More than 1 lakh people attend the fair every year. In the month of February, the city of Panjim in Goa hosts a 3-day festival. Entire Goa transforms into a grand carnival. People wear beautiful costumes, sing, and dance with the street procession. People from all parts of the world come here. During the month of September, Champakulam, a town in Kerala, celebrates the Boat Race Festival. Boat races are organized all over Kerala. They coincide with the various temple festivals. Champakulam Snake Boat Race is the most ancient and popular boat race festival. The front of a snake boat looks like the raised hood of a cobra. That is why it is called a snake boat. Teams compete with each other for the prize and honor of being fastest team. Every year, on the 26th of January, New Delhi hosts a different kind of festival. The festival, which celebrates the day our country became a republic and the constitution was adopted. The main parade takes place in New Delhi at the Rajpath. Floats exhibiting the cultures of the various states and rule of different ministries are part of the grand parade. The different regiments of the Indian Army, Navy, and Air Force march past in all their finery and official decorations in front of their Commander-in-Chief, the President of India. The festivals that we celebrate in India are unique and rich in tradition. No wonder tourists from all over the world are delighted to be part of our festivals.
How does tourism help in the development of India? Which country's heritage do you think is shown here? Yes, it's India. India is the land of diversity. The intensely beautiful landscape, high mountains, dynamic coastal regions, and the culture and tradition have shaped India to be one of the popular tourist destinations. The hospitality of Indians has attracted tourists from all over the world, resulting in more opportunities for tourism and development. How does tourism help in the development of India? Well, it helps by improving our economy, environment, health, and society. Tourism leads to the development of various restaurants, shops, and recreational places. This has contributed directly to the Indian economy. The basic infrastructure like the railways, roadways, harbors, and airways have also improved to provide better facilities to tourists. This development has resulted in various employment opportunities. Tourism also helps in the environmental development. Government invests on developing natural locations, sanctuaries, gardens, national parks, etc. in order to promote eco-friendly tourism. During development, to ensure eco-friendly environment, the concept of 3 R's, recycle, reuse, reduce, is followed. Another reason that tourists travel to India is health. India is famous for Ayurveda, yoga, pranayam, and so on. In India, medical surgery is done at low cost compared to other developed countries. India customizes the medical facilities based on the requirements of the tourists. This has led to the development of medical tourism. Tourism can help in promoting social programs where neglected components of the society such as rural lifestyle, tribal lifestyle, and culture are included. One such program is the Anandvan Smart Village project in Maharashtra's Chandrapur district, initiated by social activist Baba Amte. Such programs create social awareness and result in social development. Baba Amte shaped Anandvan as an environmentally aware community. There is a good scope for social development through tourism in India.
I hope all of you understood this particular lesson well. So learn well and do complete the exercise question answers. Thank you.